So let's take a look at these two teams as we get ready to get underway here. We'll start off by looking at Bowling Green coming into tonight's game, 6-2 on the season with a win over Greenwood, 39-0. Connor Cooper with 287 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. J.V. Bunton, 100 rushing yards, 2 scores, also had 46 yards through the air. And Jordan Dingle with 92 receiving yards and a touchdown as well. Trinity, they come into this game 7-2 on the season with a win over Eastern, 44-0. Nathan McElroy with 199 passing yards and 4 touchdowns in that game against Eastern. These two teams have met a few times before, but not too many, 5 times in total. Trinity has won every matchup, but the last time that they met was actually the closest of the meetings back in 2010 right here at Bowling Green. Trinity won that one 14-12. The Purples just could not get into field goal range at the end of that game with the chance to get the win in that one. So that's a look at these two teams and their history coming into tonight's game. And John Crosby joining me on the broadcast. John, great to have you back with us.
Yeah, great to be back. And, you know, this you think about Bowling Green and how tough it is to get teams to schedule us. Well, just imagine if you're Trinity. I mean,
yeah.
You know, somebody asked me, why did Trinity come to Bowling Green, you know, and it's because for them to fill that schedule, they got to be willing to travel, you know, to whoever will take them on. So I love the fact that we're doing this the last game of the regular season, you know, right before playoffs start. You always talk about when you play a team this caliber, it just sets a good idea of locating where you are as a team. And, of course, I know we're going to get into keys to the game, but I just feel like we got to, you know, this offense has really struggled starting fast and strong. And I feel like if we get the ball first, we really got to do something with it that first drive because they get a couple touchdowns out in front of us, and it's going to be hard to claw our way back.
The classic measuring stick game, as
Thank
many
you.
people
That's the word
like
I was
to call
looking for.
As the Purples huddle for prayer before the things get underway. Trinity breaking from their final team huddle as well. We're about to get right into this. Let's jump into those keys of the game, John. They're brought to you by the Key Oil Company. I got the chance to talk to Coach, didn't get the chance to play the interview before the contest tonight due to some technical difficulties, but you know, that's how the ball rolls sometimes.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got to talk to him and said, you know, this is a team that they feel like they've got the right players in the right spots at the right time now. And this is a team that is poised to make a run. Tonight is just going to be one of those nights where they're going to go out. They've got to execute. They can't let Trinity dictate what they do. Bowling Green's got to be able to go out and play the game. And if they do, then they are going to find some successes throughout the
game. The first man to the ball has got to make the tackle. You got to make that first contact tackle to keep the yardage down. And then this Trinity team, they run a spread, but unlike, you know, that air raid type spread, they're more like this Gus Malzahn run first spread.
Yes,
I mean, they utilize, you know, 3 running backs who all have a little bit different game that they bring. So it's that first contact tackle is crucial. You know, let that second or third man try to strip the ball. If you're the first man to the ball, you know, just work on wrapping him up, bringing him down.
It will be Trinity to receive the opening kickoff. So Dalton Major on to kick this one away. We'll get to the starting lineup for Bowling Green here in just a little bit. And thank you guys for joining us on stfanclub.com. Get things underway. Here's the kick, and the game is underway. The kickoff inside the 5, and here comes the return. Past the 15, up towards the 20, has a breakthrough. Still on his feet across the 30, has an arm tackle, and eventually a couple Purples bring him down across the 30 to the 32-yard line. So great return by Trinity right up the gut. And that was a return by Roman White.
Yeah, just absolutely bouncing off of tackles there. It's exactly what we don't need. We got to wrap up, make that first contact tackle, no doubt.
Get to the starting defense for Bowling Green here in just a second, but first and 10. McElroy under center, takes a snap, hand off over to the right-hand side, and big gap up the right tackle. And that was Brad West on the carry for Trinity. Let's look at the starting lineup for Bowling Green's defense. On the line, Nathan Trawick, Bridger Nee, Terrian Thompson, and Keaton Oldham Reese Jones, Kendall Pearson, and Vito Tisdale, your starting linebackers, with Eli Burwash, Tucker Prescorn, Evan Spader, and Jacob Dayglow in the defensive backfield.
I really like getting that first level tackle to defensive end there, Keaton Oldham. That's what we want. We want to stop him at that defensive tackle interior level.
Hesitation in the snap gives West all the time through the hole, breaks through, gets the first down, and moves into Bowling Green territory to the 43-yard line. Going heavy with West on this drive so far. On the season, West with 447 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns. He's been getting a lot more looks at that running back position as the season has gone along, particularly more active here in the last couple of games. A minute into the contest, Trinity driving on the first possession of the game, now going with 3 receivers over on the right-hand side, and McElroy, the quarterback, going into the shotgun with 5 wide. Set up on the left hash mark on the 43-yard line on the Bowling Green side of the field. Here's a snap, quick screen pass, and catch made, missed the first tackle. Ball's loose, and the Purples have fallen on top of it. So Bowling Green giving up some yards. Armand Tucker with the reception. The ball popped out, but they're going to say that Trinity has recovered it.
Yeah, what happened was Vito overran the runner, and when he reached back to slow him down, he actually got his hand on the ball and stripped it out.
Loss of 3 on the play. I'm not sure how Trinity got back to that one before Bowling Green did. There was a host of Purples there with it, but Trinity holds on to it. 2nd and 13 on the 46-yard line. Here's the snap. Handoff to West, running it up the middle, and the Purples able to catch him near the original line of scrimmage. So he gets the 3 yards back after that fumble on the first down. That was not West. That was Armand Tucker. He's the leading rusher for Trinity, but he steps back out. Tucker with almost 800 or over 800 yards of all-purpose offense, 11 touchdowns on the season. 3 receivers to the left. McElroy goes into the shotgun here, 3rd and 10 on the Bowling Green 43. Set up on the right hash mark. He takes a snap. Hesitation of the pass up the middle. Open receiver in the form of Ryan Miller picks up the first down and moves up to the Bowling Green 26.
Yeah, and that's the same slant play that Bama runs all the time. It's their bread and butter play. Once you get over top of the linebackers, if that passer is accurate and has a strong arm, he can thread the needle before you get to those safeties. And that 10 yards was right on the spot, and it was all they needed for the first down.
1st and 10 for Trinity on the Bowling Green 27-yard line. 9:05 left in the first quarter. McElroy again in the gun. 2 receivers on each side, in between the hash marks, middle of the field. Here's a snap, handoff to West. Goes up the right tackle, now ducks back towards the middle of the field. Gets across the 20 before he's brought down to the 19.
West did a good job of just following the blocks, and, he was very patient, hitting his holes. And you'll take, 5-6 yards per carry all night long.
Jones on the tackle for Bowling Green. He's nearing the 100 tackle mark on the season, been the leading guy in that category for Bowling Green this season. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. McElroy in the gun with a running back behind him. And here's the snap, steps into the pocket. McElroy, a pump fake, looks to get around a defender, but a man from behind brings him down.
Nice job by Treywick there, dragging him down from behind.
That's a big play by Treywick because McElroy was putting the moves on the lineman in front of him and would have been able to pick up a pretty decent chunk of yards on the play otherwise. Moves the ball up to the 20. Makes it 3rd and 3. McElroy showing that he's got some moves in the pocket should he need to. He's in the gun right now with a receiver to his right, 2 to the left. Receiver going in motion. They'll hand it off on the sweep, having some room to the outside, and he has got some real estate. A first down for sure. He's knocked out of bounds at the 8-yard line. A 12-yard gain on the sweep play.
Well, the defensive end picked up on the sweep, but the problem was, he's trying to catch a running back from behind, and that's not a good recipe for a defensive end to be running down a back from behind. So we just didn't quite get there in time before he made the edge, and once he made the edge, his speed did it all.
Armand Tucker, the carrier on that play. He's set up as the running back again in the backfield to the right of McElroy. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. First and goal on the Purple's 8-yard line. Here's a snap. Hesitation in the handoff to Tucker, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the carry.
Great job. I can't see who that linebacker or safety was that creeped up there and made the tackle, but it was a good job.
Kendall Pearson on the tackle on that play. Actually makes it a loss of 2 as they set the ball down on the 10-yard line. So Shamrocks looking for the first points of the game. 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. This is the first drive of the game. Trinity taking their time on this possession. Here's a snap. McElroy rolling out to the right side, lets it fly towards the corner, and it is intercepted.
Perfect.
In the end zone. Bowling Green, this time they don't turn it around, but Bowling Green gets the turnover and will take this back out to the 20. So a bend but don't break, and they get that interception.
Well, and it's amazing. I mean, he made that, of course, the ball was released before the receiver had even made his cut, his turn, and luckily Priesthorn had turned just in time to see the ball. I mean, the ball just nailed him.
6 interception for Tucker Priesthorn on the season. And it gives Bowling Green the possession with a tie score at 0. 6:55 remaining in the first. Connor Cooper back out at quarterback. We'll get to the starting lineup for Bowling Green's offense in a moment. Cooper pass up the middle. It's intercepted immediately, and here comes the return, and Trinity is set back up inside the red zone with another opportunity to score. That interception by
the tallest linebacker I've ever seen in my life.
Charlie Ely, the junior, with the interception.
Yeah, just flat out ill-advised. Couldn't tell if he was throwing it way behind, the one receiver or way in front of the other receiver, but he threw it right to him.
So the Purple's defense has to answer the call again. First and goal with the ball on the 7-yard line. McElroy in the gun, 2 receivers to the right, one going in motion. Here's a snap, handoff to West, running from the left to the right, ducks back towards the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Trinity.
This offensive line is just creating some gaping, gashing type holes in the defense right now. And you can see why it's critical to not let Trinity get too far out there, because they run so much time and they use so much time that you got to keep up the pace with them on the scoreboard.
Purple's one offensive play so far in this game. We're almost to the midway point in the first quarter. Trinity getting the ball back with an interception on that one play, and then immediately score on the run by West. The kick is up, and it's good. Makes a score. Trinity 7, Bowling Green nothing. Take this time to thank one of our sponsors, Mid-South Lumber and Supply. Professional building materials and services. They have everything you'll need for any project and size. Windows, doors, paint and design center, lumber, roofing, shingles, molding and trim insulation, siding and gutters, electrical and plumbing. Providing superior service and quality products since 1962. Delivered when and where you need them. Mid-South Lumber and Supply. We're more than wood.
Well, you just got to regroup. I mean, that's just a killer to momentum right there. Hopefully we can get this return in bounds, get a good return on, and build off that. But Connor's, you got to shake on and move on to the next play. Shake it off, move on to the next play. Hopefully he can do that.
Bowling Green wearing the black uniforms tonight with the purple letters and numbers, gold pant, gold helmet. Trinity in the visiting white uniforms with green letters and numbers, green helmet and bottoms.
And no offense to them, but I'm glad that these jerseys will be outlawed here in about 4 years.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell who's who.
Does make it a little tough to read. Here comes the kickoff. Going to be a little shorter of a kick. Caught at the 10. And looking for the return. I believe that's Vito Tisdale on it. Gets it past the 20 up to the 24. Let's get a look at that starting lineup for the Purple's offense. And it goes a little something like this. On the line, Frank Jones, Jaron France, Donovan Green, Christian Johnson, and Sam Napier. Wide receivers are Elvin Fofana, Scotty Brown, and Des Wilson. Running back J.V. Bunton, the tight end Jordan Dingle, and the quarterback is Connor Cooper. I mentioned Fofana and Brown, both those guys getting touchdown receptions in last week's game
that's awesome.
against Greenwood, along with the tight end Jordan Dingle.
Yeah, and I mean, that's awesome because, we've been pretty much throwing everything to the inside guys. So, if Fofana and Brown are getting touches, that we're really spreading it around.
Handoff up the middle, and Trinity eats up the line and just breaks through. It's a loss of yards back to the 21-yard line. No space to run in the backfield there, John.
Yeah, no. This defensive line isn't that big, but they obviously have got some power and some speed there on the interior.
Talking with Coach Spader before, actually they're going to say a false start.
Huh.
So that play,
wow.
But they're going to decline it. So Trinity has declined the penalty, makes it 2nd and 13. Bring out Des Wilson. Vito Tisdale going to come in at running back for Bowling Green.
You can tell with the multiple folks in the backfield, they are definitely trying to get some protection for Connor back there.
It's like Spader in the backfield as well, and now another movement on the line.
What's going on? Obviously didn't hear the count.
Another false start for Bowling Green. So they lost 3 on the first play, and now knock it back another 5 before the second down gets underway.
He had a long way to pull. He had to get started.
Here's the snap, and going to run with it. Going just a straight snap to the running back there, and a helmet pops off at the end of the run going up the left-hand side. Now Vito comes out not happy with the end of that play, and flags coming out. Vito, the player who lost his helmet.
And now we'll get another penalty.
Trinity getting excited about it as well, and Vito going to make his way off the field. I was like, I think there's going to be multiple things going on here as flags were flying at a couple of instances after the play. We'll talk it over. We'll remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Crossroads IGA and Graves Gilbert Clinic, WKONA Sports Medicine. 5:53 remaining in the first quarter. Bowling Green actually got an interception on the first drive from Trinity, but immediately threw an interception on their first play of the game, and Trinity would score one play later to take the 7-0 lead, and now here you are on Bowling Green's second possession of the game, and tucked deep in their own territory after a loss of yards on a carry, a penalty, and now this play, a loss of some even more yards. So we're going to have an unsportsmanlike against Bowling Green. We're going to have another unsportsmanlike against Trinity. So they'll offset. Yeah, so actually Bowling Green's going to get the benefit of this one because Bowling Green's penalty would go half the distance to the goal since they were inside the 20. And then they get the full yardage from the Trinity penalty. So it moves it past the 20 up to the 20 up to about the 23. You don't see that every day, John.
No, you sure don't.
So now it'll be third down. Bowling Green needing to get up to the 34-yard line. They are set up on the 24. Only about 10 here. 3 receivers to the right side. Connor Cooper in the gun with a receiver to the left, 3 to the right. Here's the snap. Cooper dropping back. Pressure's on. Pass deep down the left side. Had the man open, but slightly overthrown, and it goes incomplete out of bounds.
Yeah, laid it out there for him just a little too far, like you said. And, of course, anytime you're behind the sticks and that deep in your own territory, you want to throw it where only that man can get it.
Elvin Fofana, the intended target for that deep pass. The punt squad out for Bowling Green. 5:45 remaining in the first. Snap on the run. Here comes the punt, and that is not a great punt for Bowling Green as it hits around the 50 before it bounces out of bounds.
Oh. This didn't the start that we wanted here. We didn't want this slow start, and defense just is going to have to swell up, get swole, and make a stop here.
So Trinity takes over on the Bowling Green side of the field on the 49-yard line. They scored on their last drive, one play, a 7-yard carry by Brad West. He's been the focal point of the run game for Trinity so far. McElroy in the quarterback spot in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here comes the snap and handoff to Tucker. Going off to the right-hand side, breaks in between the tackles and falls over a couple purples to the Bowling Green 46.
Well, and I mean, you can expect Trinity. They've got no reason to really show anything tonight. As long as they've got a lead, you know, you can expect them, just like we talked about, just kind of pound the ball on the ground, keep that clock running, and you don't need to show any plays to, you know, any teams in the upcoming playoffs.
2nd and 7 after the 3-yard gain on the 46-yard line. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, pass up the seam, caught by Miller. Running towards the middle of the field, gets away from one tackle, but not the next. Brought down at the 25-yard line.
It's almost like they're playing not to give up, you know, the deep explosive play, but, man, if they're playing a zone, they're leaving that zone. They're playing too deep. Need to play it more aggressively. Got to pick up that man when he comes into their zone quicker.
Another first down for Trinity, setting up now on the Bowling Green 25-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's a snap. Handoff to West, running over on the left-hand side, ducks in between the tackles. Now the Purples, it looks like Vito Tisdale getting in on that one, just holding on for dear life at the hips and gets the stoppage of play.
Yeah, no doubt. And he's fired up about it, trying to hold him right here, trying to get this defense fired up to make a stop, make a stand.
Second and 8. McElroy goes back under center. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Now rolling over to the right-hand side. No open receiver, so McElroy is going to take off across the 20 near that first down marker before he jumps out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like they marked him just shy.
First down marker was at the 15. And they're marking him just shy of it, so it's a 3rd and 1 situation inside the red zone for the Shamrocks.
That time Burwash and Deglow did a better job of working over top and underneath of that post route. It wasn't there for him. Looked like that's where he was trying to go before he took off and ran with the ball.
Receiver on each side. You've got Armand Tucker, the running back in the backfield, but a timeout going to be taken by Trinity. And as they take the timeout, we'll take this time to remind you that tonight's game brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Dependable and knowledgeable agents see customers looking for real protection in long-term relationships. Having one special person for your car, home, and life insurance lets you get down to business with the rest of your life. We're State Farm. It's what we do, 24/7, 365. Go to a better state and contact an agent today. Call Jonathan McDaniel at 270-842-5556 or Ginger Cleary at 270-782-7276. Joe Brunk, John Crosby here with you. Final week of the regular season in Kentucky high school football. And the Purples at home playing against one of the top teams in the state, Trinity Shamrocks. Only 2 losses on the season. One of them was to Cathedral in Indiana. The other to Mayo, the top team in the state, and that one went into double overtime, John.
Wow. And, of course, Mayo, that's who we scrimmaged this year?
I believe so. This Trinity team also played Warren Central of Indianapolis, beat them in a tight game early in the season. 2 guys in motion for the Shamrocks as this play about to get underway. 3rd and 1 with McElroy under center, and a flag comes out before we get underway.
Maybe encroachment, Keaton Oldham on that, or sorry. Looks like that was a linebacker actually lined up to blitz.
That little offsides on the defense for Bowling Green. So a first down for Trinity, and it will move them inside the 10. So it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, that Trinity Warren Central game was a nationally televised game last year. I don't know if it was this year, but you know, when they run down the list of all the players that have been from both teams, it's amazing how much talent's come out of those 2 programs.
Actually, they set the ball at the 11, so it's not a 1st and goal. It's a 1st and 10 situation for Trinity with McElroy in the gun. 2 receivers to the left. Armand Tucker, the running back in the backfield. Here's the snap, handoff to Tucker, up the middle, breaks through the seam, and he is in. Touchdown, Trinity. 11-yard run by Armand Tucker.
He had some serious speed when he hit that hole, and once he got to that 5-yard line, his momentum was going to carry him in no matter what.
And just like that, the Shamrocks now lead by 2 score over the Purples. Mata on for the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Makes a score, Trinity 14, Bowling Green nothing. Take this time to remind you tonight's game brought to you in part by Lawton Insurance. Today, Lawton Insurance has provided thousands of Kentuckians with affordable insurance coverage and unparalleled customer service. Whether your needs are simple or complex, individual or commercial, Lawton Insurance is dedicated to providing you with the appropriate insurance solution at an affordable price while forming with you a relationship built on trust and confidence that is sure to stand the test of time. Contact them today to find out how they can serve your insurance needs. Lawton Insurance, 270-282-2411. 3:39 remaining in the first quarter. Trinity leading 14-0 after the 11-yard touchdown run by Armand Tucker. See how the Purples offense responds. It was a penalty-riddled affair the last drive for Bowling Green. Had a couple of false starts. Here comes the kick, and it'll be the return by Tisdale, looking for a gap, running to the left-hand side. Gets past the 20, falling forward and around the 25, which is about where the drive started.
Dez Wilson.
Dez Wilson on the return. And really about to the same spot that Bowling Green started their last drive at. They did not pick up any positive yards on the last drive.
See if they can get something going here. Man, you think about what that would have done for their mojo had that ball dropped into Fofana's arms. He had 3 steps on that defender. If he'd have caught that in stride, he'd have been gone. Let's see if we can get something else to him.
Connor Cooper coming out at quarterback. Max Payne still dealing with some injury issues from that South Warren game. 3 receivers to the right side. 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Cooper dropping back. Has to step into the pocket, and he is hit immediately. Driven down at the 20. Loss of 4 on the play.
Felt that pressure too late, and by the time he stepped up in the pocket, that DN was on him like a heat-seeking missile.
That tackle made by Jack Dingle. Now near in the 3-minute mark. Bowling Green still looking for their first positive yards of this contest. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cooper in the gun with a running back behind him. I believe that's Collins lined up behind him. Here's the snap. Handoff to Collins. Gets the line. Pushing forward, but not getting much on that one. Flag at the end of the play.
Flag tossed out there.
Collins getting up to about the 22. Picking up 2 amongst the scrum, but we'll see what this flag is. Hold on Trinity. So the Purples moving the ball forward with another penalty against Trinity here. Gets it across the 30 up to the 33. 2nd and 2. And a flag coming out before we get started.
Interesting setup there. Looks like, is that Burwash in the backfield? Yeah, this is
sideline warning against Trinity.
This is going to be interesting. No, that's, sorry. That's Zach Brazel back there, but haven't seen this setup.
So Brazel the deep back, and now 2 Purple shift over to the right-hand side. So 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cooper looks back towards the sideline. 13 on the play clock. 2nd and 1. Ball on the 33. Cooper takes the snap, drops in the pocket, throws up the middle, looking for Dingle, who makes the catch. First down, up to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3 on the quick dart to the tight end.
Good job. Nice, safe pass. Looked like there was some confusion there by the offense, but they were able to pull it off. The line looked kind of like they were playing a different protection.
That's the first down, brought to you by McDonald's. Purple, same formation. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball hedging towards that left hash mark. Here's the snap. Cooper drops in the pocket. Going deep, this time again for Fofana.
Yes.
Caught up the right side, left sideline, and out of bounds. But the yardage will move. Elvin Fofana on the deep out up the left sideline.
Well, and they could have called a defensive hold there before the ball was even released. The receiver knew he had him beat. Just flat out grabbed his jersey.
First down brought to you by McDonald's. Purple's looking to move quick here. Same formation. 3 receivers to the right. Fofana, your lone receiver, on the left. He's taken out, looking towards the sideline for the play call. Cooper in the gun again. Takes a snap. Handoff to Collins, running up the middle. Gets across the 35 and just falls forward up to the 33.
I feel like as jumpy as this defense is, if we need it, we can get them on a hard count. They are just...
Same formation. Collins now to the left side of Cooper in the gun. 3-yard gain on the last play. 2nd and 7. Ball on the Trinity 33-yard line. Cooper takes a snap, looking left, now throwing to the sideline, push down, and it's just ruled incomplete. No flags on the play, even though plenty of contact there as the pass was coming out.
That's amazing. I don't know if they're saying he slipped on his own or what. Sure looked like there was some contact there.
It seemed to be a pretty clear push, but
yeah.
Nothing doing. Makes it 3rd and 7 on the Trinity 33.
You got to think we're in 2-down territory here.
2 receivers on each side for Connor Cooper in the gun. Here's the snap. Dropping back in the pocket. Here comes the blitz. Cooper stepping out of the pocket. Makes the throw, and the catch made by Dingle. And, well, he'll maybe gain a yard on the play.
Yeah, Dingle settled there, and that defender was content to just settle there with him because he knew he had him shy of the first down.
Ball at the 31-yard line. It'd be a 48-yard attempt. Final minute of the first quarter. The Purple's offense going to stay out there. 15 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to move and get things set up here.
It'd be nice to go the right side to Scotty with that same ball they've been throwing to Fofana.
5 seconds on the play clock as the snap comes to Cooper. Stepping on the right side. Now he has to go on the run. Buying some time. Throws it up the sideline. Goes through the hands and incomplete. Receiver diving across from the right side. That was Scotty Brown. It's a tough way to make that catch. And got one of the coaches from Bowling Green talking to the official saying, look, they're grabbing our jerseys. We can't break free when they're grabbing our jerseys, ref.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And, of course, that time Scotty did a good job of they had his route covered really well, and he just improvised and broke out wide and got open, but couldn't make the throw.
So Trinity takes over on downs. 14-0 your score with 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's the snap. McElroy. Handoff to West. Gets through the middle and now looking for more yards up to the 34. 3-yard gain on the carry. And what I'm impressed with so far, 1, the O-line and the gaps they've been able to make for West, but 2, the patience from West to find the holes.
Yeah, no doubt. And the long haul. You're going to have to look at what this does to this defensive line over the long haul because they are just pounding it between the tackles.
Final seconds are going to tick off of this first quarter. I don't think Trinity is going to get the play off here. They do not. And so that is the end of the first quarter. We're going to step aside for a quick break, but right now it's Trinity 14, Bowling Green nothing. Be back with the second quarter after this on stfanclub.com, part of the Sporting Times Broadcast Network.
Honey?
Yeah?
Can you go to the store and get some ground beef?
Sure.
Hey, that's a lot of bags.
I figured while I was out, I would get groceries for the whole week. Ground beef included in that?
Oh, did I?
Oh, Crossroads IGA has everything you need in one convenient location. Crossroads IGA, a fresh way to shop.
Graves Gilbert Clinic and Western Kentucky Orthopedic and Neurosurgical Associates, two organizations coming together as one team to provide the best sports medicine care for South Central Kentucky. Local physicians caring for athletes of all ages, from youth sports to weekend warriors to college and professional athletics. Our physicians can get you back in action. When an injury sidelines your favorite athlete, we offer the same expert care that's provided to professional and Division I college athletes. Call today to get you back in action sooner.
Back to the action here on stfanclub.com. Second quarter on the way, and it's brought to you by Crossroads IGA and Graves Gilbert Clinic, WKONA. Armand Tucker with the first carry on a second down play. Picks up a few, moving up the left side. Goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Trinity needing to get up to the 41, so it's a 3rd and 4 opportunity. Bowling Green the chance, if they can get a stop here, get the Shamrocks to punt it. Again, the offense was moving for Bowling Green on that last drive. If they can get a stop here, get that offense back out there quickly.
Yeah.
A chance to maybe see if they can get some points on the board. Miller going in motion, but they hand off to the running back West, looking for room up the middle, and the Purples get the stop. Stop him at about the 39-yard line, so it's a 4th and 2. Nice job there by Bowling Green, that initial surge from the defensive line and linebackers, able to stand up West and keep him short.
Well, and the Purples also did a good job of they showed that one high, and then they dropped a corner back there just in case they were going to maybe go with a little over the top, deep ball. Sometimes they'll try to throw you off like they're going to just go for the run and hit you deep, but Bowling Green was ready either way.
Vito Tisdale and Evan Spader back to receive the punt for Bowling Green. They're set up on their own 20. And they're going to take a delay of game here. Or nope, they take the timeout first. So that's the second timeout used by Trinity in this half, and we're just a minute into the second quarter. Take this time to thank one of our sponsors, McDonald's. Did you know that the Burl journey into McDonald's began in 1974 with the opening of their first restaurant in Franklin, Kentucky? Paul Burl, a second-generation owner-operator, began the family business with his father, Jim Burl, and from that one store, other siblings joined the business and have branched off into their own areas throughout Kentucky and Tennessee. The Burls have always looked at their business as a people business first and a hamburger business second. The Burls are also heavily involved in the communities where they work and live. They are proud supporters of many charities, athletic, and academic programs. And additionally, they are passionate about helping out the National Ronald McDonald House, which serves as a home away from home for many families from southern Kentucky each year. Visit one of the many area McDonald's locations today. McDonald's, I'm loving it. High snap on the punt, but the kick gets away clean. Going to be a short punt. Bouncing into Bowling Green territory, and the Purple's just going to clear out and let Trinity touch it down on the Bowling Green 36.
See if we can put a drive together here or maybe hit some explosive play. I feel like Bowling Green has the potential for that explosive deep ball again. They got to make more than that happen to put a drive together.
First and 10 for Bowling Green from the 36-yard line. Cooper takes a snap with two receivers on the left. He's looking that left side, but no one open. Now steps up, going to run over to the right-hand side. Tried to shake a tackle, does so. Gets past another up to the 40, diving forward to the 41-yard line. That is all Connor Cooper making something out of nothing and get some yards.
Yeah, great job of scrambling out of that. There was just nobody open. Playing good, tight man coverage right now.